Hi, beautiful people. How are ya? I hope you're having a great day. And it's a crazy hair day. What can I say? My vision has changed in the last 3 months, and I've really noticed a difference in the last couple of weeks. So I have an appointment with a retina specialist on the 22nd. My daughter is going to take me to that since they're dilating my eyes. I think I've mentioned this before. I have macular degeneration, and words on a page are wavy now. And there are spots, gray spots, that I got to look around. So I really have to focus on what I have written on my cheat sheet uh, because of all the waviness. So I'm asking you for your prayers because it is scary to think that, I could lose my sight. Very scary. But your love and support and prayers are appreciated. I have to say that I have talented grandchildren, and I'm wearing my grandma sweatshirt today. I mean, they are talented. I'm sure you all think the same of your grandkids. Some of them are singers. One of them is learning engineering and another construction. All the boys are good at gaming. Maybe the girls are too, I'm not sure. But one boy in particular wants to be a professional gamer, I think, of some sort. Two of my granddaughters are dancers. I cry every time I watch them dance. It's just, they're so beautiful. One of my granddaughters is an archer, bow and arrow. Yes, she is going to state championship, state competition next month. She's in the top 5 archers, high school archers in the state of Indiana. So we're all very proud of her. And then this fall, she'll be the first grandchild to go to college. And she's going to be going to my alma mater, Indiana Tech, as it turns out. It's also her mom's and her uncle's alma mater, both uncles. How cool is that? So, kiddos, if you're watching, I am very proud of you. These are the 8 types of fibromyalgia pain according to Very Well Health. They are this is part 4 of the series, Types of Fibromyalgia Pain. You can find all of these in the community tab under that playlist called Types of Fibro Pain. In this video, part 4, we'll discuss allodynia in fibromyalgia and in other conditions. So here we go. The official definition of allodynia by the IASP, International Association for the Study of Pain, is pain due to a stimulus that does not normally elicit pain. It's a rare symptom, but common in people with neuropathic pain. Most researchers don't consider it a disease on its own. However, there are some researchers, for example, He and Kim, stated allodynia can be due to an underlying disease such as diabetes-induced neuropathic tactile allodynia, or can be the primary disease process itself, such as in postherpetic neuralgia, unquote. Postherpetic neuralgia is the result from damage to nerve fibers during shingles infection. Shingles is also called herpes zoster. I got the vaccine to prevent shingles, hopefully. An older friend of mine got shingles and she said, "You don't ever want this. Get the vaccine." And so I did. People with shingles also experience allodynia. So we're getting the bigger picture of allodynia, right? Although fibromyalgia now has its own classification, some researchers still call fibroneuropathic. Allodynia is a type of neuropathic pain. Allodynia makes a part of the outward body hurt that would not normally hurt. It's an abnormal sensory experience. It's seen in various peripheral neuropathies and central pain disorders. The most common diseases and conditions with allodynia symptoms are fibromyalgia, trigeminal neuralgia, complex regional pain syndrome, diabetic neuropathic pain, multiple sclerosis, stroke, and migraine. According to researchers, peripheral sensitization and maladaptive central nervous system changes contribute to the generation and maintenance of allodynia. But also, allodynia is when nerves carry pain messages incorrectly, possibly due to a crossover of nerve fibers. Nerve endings, called nociceptors, may be malfunctioning or have an increased responsiveness. Allodynia is estimated to affect 15 to 50% of people with neuropathic pain. Our nerves in the skin send messages to the spinal cord and brain, and between our brain, skin, muscles, and organs. These nerves signal pain, sense information like temperature right away. When they are sensitized or become dysfunctional, they interpret all kinds of sensations as pain. This is real pain, not imagined pain, that has the same impact on you like any pain would. When the nervous system dysfunctions, allodynia can occur. Nerves are not sending or receiving messages the way they were meant to. Injuries and conditions can cause issues in this communication. As mentioned, diabetes, migraine headaches, fibromyalgia, and shingles, among other conditions, can instigate this dysfunction. But medications, diet, nutritional deficiencies, and trauma injuries can also cause a heightened sensitivity to pain. When I saw that neurologist, he checked me for all kinds of nutritional deficiencies, and everything was fine and normal. There are 3 types of allodynia pain: thermal, dynamic/mechanical, or static/tactile allodynia. And there is cutaneous allodynia too, but it can also be labeled in the sensory modalities of touch, pressure, pinprick, cold, and heat. Thermal allodynia is a reaction to mild changes in temperature. Cold temperatures can feel painful. I experience this sometimes, mostly in my hands, my fingers, and my feet and toes. But changes in temperature can cause pain, so a few drops of hot water on the skin can feel painful too. My toes will burn when I get into hot water, and the rest of my body, the water doesn't feel hot. And when I get cold, I ache. For example, one treatment for plantar fasciitis is to freeze a bottle of water and then roll that bottle of water underneath your feet, in the soles of your feet. To me, that's painful. I can't do it. That cold actually hurts. Dynamic mechanical allodynia occurs when an object moves across the skin. Dynamic refers to brushing across the skin, and mechanical refers to pressure on the skin. There is strong evidence for the involvement of 5-HT6 receptor signaling in the ventrolateral orbital cortex in the brain of neuropathic pain. By definition, dynamic mechanical allodynia, or DMA, is pain evoked by a normally innocuous light-moving mechanical stimulus on the skin. They make it all so complicated, don't they? And is an oppressive symptom. That's very true. An example of this is bed sheets pulled across the skin, and that'll hurt. Or the air from a fan blowing on your skin can feel painful. Perhaps some of you may feel pain from drying off with a towel. One thing that bothers me a lot is this eyeshadow container. Opening it. Now I have it already open, so I don't embarrass myself in front of you. But getting this thing open makes my fingers roar, let me tell you, which is why from here forth, this is the type of container that I'll buy. Now that's easy, and that didn't hurt at all. Static or tactile allodynia results from gentle touch or pressure. Basically, a touch that isn't normally painful is now painful. This is most common in fibromyalgia. So opening that container can also fall under this category for me as well. A symptom of allodynia pain is like light touch, like a soft feather or a cotton ball softly touching your skin. Now, I don't experience this in that way, do you? But bra straps, tight waistbands, or the elastic on our socks can cause allodynia. I don't buy socks that have strong elastic anymore. A hug shouldn't be painful, but when there's allodynia, it is. There should be a sensation of touch, but not pain. A light tap on the shoulder can be considered painful because the nerves in the skin have become overly sensitive. If pressure is increased, then a person would begin to feel pain as part of a normal response. But allodynia is the lowering of the pain threshold. And if an excessive amount of pain is felt with light touch, the physician may note it as hyperalgesia, a heightened pain response. But allodynia can occur at the same time. In migraine sufferers, cutaneous allodynia is the name used because touching the skin is affected
and causes pain.
And I think my granddaughter suffers with that when she gets a migraine. She can't stand to be touched anywhere. This type of allodynia is in 60 to 65% of people with migraines, but some people estimate that to be higher. In fibromyalgia, widespread pain is the main symptom, but allodynia and hyperalgesia, which we've already covered, can make us extremely sensitive to pain all over our body. And even the slightest touch is painful. For example, when we stub our toe, it hurts longer than it should, hyperalgesia. But even the slightest touch is painful. Or maybe brushing your hair is very painful, allodynia. I know that some of you can't put your hair up in a ponytail, but for me, that causes only slight pain and is better than my hair, like this one right here. Touching my skin, it's not painful, but I'm extremely sensitive to that feeling. I cut my hair years ago and gave myself bangs. That was a mistake. The bangs drove me crazy, and I had to let them grow out. I'm the same way with clothing labels. It isn't painful, they just bug me. This is a sensory processing deficit of the central nervous system. So my allodynia comes from soft touch in certain areas. It used to be all over, but now it's in just certain areas on my body. I think the medications I take have helped me in that area. NSAIDs, such as ibuprofen, are often used, but research has found no good evidence for NSAID use. But when I get a severe neck pain, ibuprofen often helps me. And anticonvulsant medications like gabapentin, known as Neurontin, have been shown to slow or prevent allodynia in animal models. More human data is needed. These are the first line of treatments used for allodynia, but doctors will explore first what underlying condition is causing the allodynia, because treatment can vary. The thing is, people with fibromyalgia may often have overlapping conditions, and that overlapping condition can also elicit allodynia. So all of this should be explored first. But since allodynia by itself is often a progressive disease that worsens even after the initial insult is over, effective methods will have to be explored. For fibromyalgia patients, medications that are used are gabapentin or Neurontin, pregabalin or Lyrica, and amitriptyline for allodynia pain. But fibromyalgia pain may also be treated with duloxetine or Cymbalta or milnacipran, Savella. So it's fair to say that these meds could help allodynia as well. Lidocaine patches are found to be helpful for neuropathic pain. I like them. I put them on my neck and on my hips. And also, some people find menthol-based products like BioFreeze and Tiger Balm helpful. Those don't really help me. Some people use CBD, and I found it interesting that ketamine patches are helpful. Massage therapy is mixed. Some people with fibromyalgia may find that massage will make their allodynia worse. That doesn't happen to me, thankfully. I'm able to get a massage, but I've only experienced one massage therapist, and maybe her approach is what works for me. Alternative treatments that may help are acupuncture, mindfulness practices, and cognitive behavioral therapy. What have you done or used that has helped your allodynia pain? So I hope you learned something. I send you gentle hugs and support. Love you. Post-herpetic, post-herpetic, herpetic, and maladaptive central pain, central, and the dogs are up and moving about. There goes Tesla. And when I get cold, I ache. I'm starting to wonder if my husband went outside, and Lucy, as you can see her right there, is wondering, what's Daddy doing? Where'd Daddy go? She'll do that sometimes, just pace, because when he's left the house and she's aware of it. Have been shown. She's just standing there looking. I don't know if he's just standing in there or what, but that's so funny to see her like that. Widespread pain or causes only painful